Run in place. Faster. It's like a treadmill. That's how you can get a cheap treadmill at home, boys. Freeze some ice, let it melt a little bit, make it crystal clear. Hey guys, what's up? It's Ryan and Kaya and welcome to another vlog.
We're back. What are we doing today, babe?
So we are gonna try to go up to Pineview today. We don't know how the ice is. We're gonna go test it out for you guys. Either way, we'll give you an update, but if that doesn't work, we're gonna head on up to Causey. We're not quite sure where we're going yet.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. We're gonna hit Pineview. Pineview would be cool. Hopefully catch some nice crappies, something like that. If Pineview doesn't work, we'll cruise up to Causey, but either way, it's gonna be an awesome day. We're gonna have lots of fun. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. That would be super awesome. We super appreciate that. We'll see you guys when we get up to Pineview.
See you guys up there.
All right, so we made it to Pineview. Don't know what the ice is gonna be like, but we're gonna go down and we're gonna pop some holes and see what it's like. We walked out here, we're about 80 yards from the bank, I'd say. We walked out to where there's like this little shelf on the ice, and I was like, well, let's stop here and we'll drill. So we drilled, we're about 4 inches of ice. We're in 4.8 feet of water.
We are in almost no water.
Yeah, so I was like, well, that's not great. I was like, well, I'm gonna walk over there past that shelf and pop a hole and see how deep we are over there. Right through, I mean, we're probably that thick. It goes from 4.5, 5 inches to an inch maybe. And I was like, oh boy, so I jumped off of there, but I don't think Pineview's ready at all.
Yeah, no,
probably.
Pineview's not ready, don't come. We're here on December 19th. And 100 yards out, there's only about 1 inch of ice, so don't come out to Pineview. It's a little sketchy. I wouldn't try it yet.
Not yet. I think we're supposed to have some colder temperatures this week, so maybe next weekend it'll be ready to go, but right now it's just...
We're gonna head up to Causey. It's not worth it,
nope.
So we will see you guys up at Causey then.
See you at Causey.
All right, you guys, we made it out to Causey. We drilled a hole. Ryan drilled a hole. It took him forever. How was it?
Report said 5-inch ice. There's a foot of ice on Causey right now.
Yeah, there's quite a bit of ice on here. We're in 22 feet.
We're gonna do the old trusty tungsten worm. We're gonna drop it. We'll see if we catch some fish. If we do, we stay. If not,
we'll move.
We'll move. Well, Kaya's hooked up already. It's been 2 minutes.
Yeah, that was fast. It hit it as soon as we let it relax. It feels like a smaller fish though. Oh, yep. It's tiny.
That is a giant fish.
Just a rainbow trout?
Yeah, good job, babe.
Thank you. As soon as we, yeah.
It's been okay.
We just barely got here, so.
First drop. There you go. You can put it back down. See you, buddy.
But yeah, he hit it as soon as we dropped it.
We thought we'd try it out and see.
Hopefully you get some cold.
Yeah, be nice. See you guys.
Have a good one.
So we're sitting in about 22 feet of water.
It looks like there's a bunch of small fish, or do you want to move and try to get something bigger?
Let's just try it here for a second.
Okay.
I'll just let you drop a couple more times. We'll see how it goes.
Okay. He stole my worm, so
yeah.
I need a new one.
Good job, love.
Thank you. Okay, as soon as I stopped recording, Ryan hooked into one.
It's a smaller fish, too.
Yeah. Can you get him?
I mean, it's fighting a little bit better, but...
Oh.
That's a better fish.
Yeah, that one's way better than mine.
That's a cutthroat. So that's a different species. See the cuts on him?
Mm-hmm. The purple in his face is pretty.
Pretty
He's pretty.
Yeah,
He's actually one of the prettiest cutthroats I've seen.
Yeah, that's a nice
The
fish.
spots and stuff.
All right, let's get him back in the water.
Okay. Nice.
Well, Kai just pulled up a honker. The GoPro is froze, so.
Woo!
Yes. I think that's a cutthroat too. Or a little rainbow, I don't know, but that's a pretty fish.
Do rainbows have the orange fins?
Yeah, sometimes. It just depends, but
You can't tell?
that kind of looks, that's a rainbow.
Oh, well.
Another fish down.
They got some big ones in here.
See you, buddy. Let's get the tent set up. We'll fish here for a minute.
Yeah, it's pretty cold.
Our eyelets are freezing. We're gonna get
So-
warm. We're gonna get in the tent. We're gonna be awesome.
We're gonna be awesome.
Let's do it.
Well guys, our GoPro didn't like the cold and died, so we are switching over to our phones, so it might look a little bit different.
Another little rainbow. Just a little plan of rainbows. It's been pretty slow too.
We got those first couple and they came in pretty quick and then it died.
And then now we've caught this one. I mean, look at how eaten up its tail is and stuff. I mean, these are grown up in a hatchery, but I mean, they're cool little fish.
At least you caught one. Put him down this one.
See you, buddy.
Good job.
Thank you. So Kaya just caught a fish right underneath the ice.
Right under the ice. Brian was reeling his stuff up and he noticed right at the hole a fish tried to take his stuff. Yeah, so we were sight fishing right under the ice. Looks like a tiger trout.
Yeah, definitely a nice
Oh, that's
tiger.
awesome. That's so cool. Let's get this guy down real quick. But that's cool. Like, I didn't feel him hit my stuff at all. I just watched him and pulled him right up. Like, it's cool to be able to sight fish him like that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So let's try that again.
See what it
This
is.
one's mad. It's thrashing its head a lot.
What is it? Hey!
Ooh, popped off.
That's a little cutthroat. That's a pretty fish. Let's see. Hey, there you go.
Yep, hit close to the bottom. I was a reel or two up from the bottom, so. There you go.
Nice. There he goes.
There was a chunk of time where we didn't get anything, but it's starting to pick up again. Hopefully they start coming back more. Ryan's catching up with me. I was beating him pretty good for a little bit there.
I think we're tied now.
And now I think we're tied.
Hey, that's another rainbow right there. They're kind of beat up on their fins, but the actual color is really pretty.
Where was he at? On the bottom?
He was actually sitting at like 16 feet.
Oh, weird.
So I pulled it like kind of off the bottom, but not quite right in the middle of the column, but
Yeah.
he came up and got it. So
Well, good job.
there you go. I think we're catching the same fish over and over again.
The same 3 fish.
Kaya's just on fire.
I was just telling Ryan how it's funny that I'm beating him doing good old-fashioned fishing over here. I can't even see the fish finder at all.
Hey.
They are little fish though. Whoa, look at him. He's like the lightest, most iridescent fish I've ever seen.
Iridescent. That's a good vocab word.
Oh, he swallowed it.
Oh no.
Woo! Are you excited?
That's a better fish, babe. Oh, look at that. That's a pretty cutthroat. Look at the gills. Look at the gill plate on that fish.
Oh, hold on.
That is a pretty fish. That's an absolutely beautiful fish. That's not super big, but that's a little bit better of a fish. We're trying to catch some fish that are big enough for cook and catch and cook, whatever you want to call it.
Cook and catch.
But this one's a little bit too small, and I think this one's too pretty. So we're gonna let it go.
It's been a long time since we caught a fish, and Ryan finally has one.
Hey, that
What-
looks like a big enough fish for a catch and cook right there.
You think? Let me see. What is it?
That looks like a cutthroat.
Kind of looks like a cutthroat. Is it a cutthroat or is it a rainbow trout?
Cutthroat. There you go.
All right. Like I said, it's been a long time since we caught a fish.
It's been probably an hour since we caught a fish, but we've been changing it up, kind of switching different things, and
What'd you catch him on?
this one hit on a little white curly tail jig with a worm and a pink head. That thing right there. But do you want to keep this one and do a catch and cook with this one?
Sure, yes. We've been getting requests to do a catch and cook for a while, so not the biggest fish in the world, but I don't eat fish, so that'll be perfect just for Ryan.
Yeah, we don't eat a ton of fish, but once in a while we'll keep one and we'll eat it for dinner or whatever. So I think this is a great little fish to put on the catch and cook.
Let's do it, finally.
All right, guys, so we made it back to the house. We had a pretty good time at Causey. I think it was...
We caught about a dozen, but we were there for like 4.5 hours, so it was
wasn't-
pretty slow.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't fire, fantastic by any means, and the fish were not big.
Yeah.
But, I mean, we had a good time. We caught some fish, so that's all that really matters. But
Yeah.
now, we did catch one that was big enough to eat for dinner for me, because she doesn't eat it, but she likes to cook them. And she is going to show you how to cook the trout the way that she does.
Yeah. Okay, here we go.
Let's get it.
Okay, guys, I'm kind of weird. I wear gloves when I cook because I don't like washing my hands a million times. We have the oven preheating to 400 degrees. Ryan already gutted the fish. We gotta cut the head off the poor little guy and then start seasoning it. Let's do that first. Let's get into it. We're gonna do some butter. Ryan loves butter. Before Ryan started dating me, all he cooked with was butter and salt.
Butter and salt's good, okay? That's all you really need.
Okay, some lemon. Lemon and butter on fish, always good. That's what Ryan says at least, I don't know. I don't need it. Don't need too much on the outside. This is my favorite seasoning ever. Morton's Nature Seasoning, literally the best seasoning ever. It's like a mix of garlic, salt, pepper.
I mean, this really is the best seasoning ever. We use it when we go backpacking, we use it for fish, we use it for chicken, we use it for steak.
It's like an all-in-one.
It's like,
it's really good.
Literally all in one.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Okay, now we're gonna do some McCormick roasted garlic and herb, as Ryan says.
Herb. Herb. Let me know if you call it herb or herb. What do you call it? I call it herb.
I wish I liked fish because this actually smells good with all my seasonings on it. Okay, some fresh cracked pepper, and then we'll do salt too. Ryan's gonna be my assistant for a second.
Ah, don't get it on my hands, no! Now some salt.
Yeah, keep holding it for the salt. You didn't pull out any garlic salt, but I'm gonna do a little bit of that too, just because Ryan and I love salt. Like garlic and garlic salt are our favorite seasonings. This is the one we use. Both sides and in the middle. Do you wanna zoom in and show what it looks like with all the seasoning on there? And then we'll just rub that in a little bit, put it in the oven, bake it for 15 minutes, and it should be good.
Let's get it!
All right, into the oven it goes.
Set that bad boy for 15 minutes. Bam, baby.
I'm surprised Ryan knows how to use the timer setting on the oven.
Hey, I cook once in a while. Once in a while. All right, out of the oven. Looks pretty good.
Take a bite.
Here you go. It's good. All right, so that fish was actually super good. It was awesome. Today was pretty awesome overall.
Yes.
But that's the end of the video. That's a wrap. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Do all of that fun stuff so that we can continue to do this awesome stuff. And we will see you guys on the next adventure.
See you guys next time.